All right, let's go around the room. Amy, I'm going to go to you first. Do you have that update?
Yeah, I have the update on the Ohio dentist and his wife that were found shot to death in their homes. Their kids and pet, like I think a dog maybe, were also in the home. They were unharmed. And last week we knew there was footage of a guy kind of walking down the street with a hood on. Didn't really know any details. Well, this weekend, the ex-husband of the wife was arrested.
Dang.
And so Spencer is the husband, Monique is the wife. They were the ones in their home. And then the ex-husband, Michael McKee, I think is how you say his name, he went in there and allegedly shot them. And he's a vascular surgeon. So I started looking up, like, what does he do? What's going on in his life? Like, what? And I'm like, a surgeon? And again, her current husband was a dentist. It's like these really just like professional, high-functioning people. And you're like, what is happening? Obviously, we don't know what his motives were. He clearly was unhappy about maybe their relationship, but they were about to celebrate 5 years of marriage. It wasn't like they got married a few months before and he's mad or he'd been holding that grudge for 5 years. And as a surgeon, I ended up on like some Facebook page that was breaking down like True Crime Mama or something, like did some digging into
Big fan of True Crime Mama.
His, like his professional background to see if he had some stress there that would cause him to unravel a little bit. And he has bounced around a lot from state to state. And while he has licenses in certain states like California and Illinois, I believe, to practice medicine, he's in a lawsuit in Nevada. And then he's not board certified, though he's tried to be. So I don't know if he just has some issues.
Well, you can be a surgeon and do surgery, but not be board certified? Or can he not do surgery?
No, I believe he does the surgery. It's just you have to go. It's like getting board certified is an extra mile. Like,
so you can go to a surgeon and they can do surgery on you and not be board certified?
I believe so.
Well, like, then why do we have a board?
The only time, like sometimes, like I went to a dermatologist. Sometimes it was like triple board certified, and I'm like, wow, triple. I feel like I'm in good hands.
Sounds like ski slopes. Triple
there's
diamond,
like extra tests
bunny.
that you take, and
you
people
got a bunny
vouching
slope surgeon.
Yeah, no, I believe he was a practicing surgeon. But when someone bounces around a lot quickly, it's like, oh, maybe the hospital fired them for whatever reason.
A surgeon can legally work without being board certified.
Whoa.
As board certification is voluntary and separate from the mandatory state medical license required to practice medicine, but it's a key credential showing advanced, verified expertise, and many employers' patients prefer it. I wouldn't know the difference. If they're a surgeon and they've went to surgeon school and they've done other surgeries, I wouldn't go, I need to see your Better Business Bureau certificate, please.
Right.
I wouldn't know the difference. Aside from that, this guy, regardless of stress at his work, there just must be something with this ex-wife.
Obviously.
And her new man.
This was just a working theory on Facebook where they were like trying to look into all the different things that might be going on in his life, which would cause him to spiral. However, who knows if the work stuff even is. This is what she just was able to dig up.
And she's digging in the wrong direction. Not that I know, but this is a love.
She's digging in all directions. I'm just giving you a little background on Michael.
You talking about Mama?
Mama? Oh, True Crime Mama?
True Crime Mama?
Well, a former FBI agent just thinks that the motive probably was just resentment that he's been holding on to for 5 years, and it festered and festered and festered.
I don't need Mama to tell me that.
And seeing how happy they were just set him over the edge because they were only married for a short time.
Yeah, very short.
5 years, right?
No, the ex-husband and her were only married for like a year and a half.
Because I think she probably was like, something's off here.
He's not certified. If they're not certified.
I think I saw in some of her research, she shared a screenshot that like, I'll just say on average, like 95% of people that try to get board certified pass. So
that's good.
Well, yeah, which is like, it's worrisome though if he's tried to do it and wasn't successful.
I think she's spending way too much time in this board certification.
Yeah. I don't think that has anything to do with that.
Guys, I think she is examining all things. She wasn't just focused on this. She was just giving you background information. And then also the lawsuit or whatever's happening in Nevada, like he's clearly in trouble. Like it made me think of other things. Like I was like, is this going to open up a can of worms on him? And like, is there other things that have happened? And
I never heard him as a suspect though. when we were talking about the story?
No, I never heard of the ex-husband. Obviously, they knew.
Did he
it just
know
hadn't been
that she had an ex-husband?
The dentist?
Yeah.
I believe so. So what happened was they had camera footage of the car that belonged to the ex-husband entering the neighborhood around
shortly. They knew who it was, and they just weren't sharing with us.
Shortly before, and then the car left shortly after the times of death.
So was the ex-husband the guy in the hoodie?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
I was worried about that guy. Because if it wasn't, that would have been so sad. Just a dude walking.
Well, because also to be if it was random, like I'm just going to choose that, and then also to spare the children, and I don't know. You think
and they didn't steal anything, so I didn't feel like it was random.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Because that immediately tells you it's not really random.
If it's personal, if you go in and, unless if you're like a serial killer.
Right.
But there's usually, I would say even the person that went in, if they just were to kill, they would have killed everything. If like their idea was, they went in specific to those people, didn't steal anything. I felt like it was obviously, I'm no crime mama, but I felt like it was something personal, but they didn't tell us anything about the ex-husband, nor should they have had to.
I mean, I'm sure that's a lead they had at
I mean, after like 3 days, we're like, who could it be?
I know. I was thinking, oh my gosh, someone random just went in there. But I wonder if that lines up just psychologically or patterns and what they tend to see. Like if they walk in and they're like, okay, the adults are dead, the children are spared, like this could be personal. Like
yes,
they knew
and the fact that the ex-husband's car was there and then was gone.
Well, that part they don't know. When they're walking up on the scene, they don't have that camera footage yet.
Yes, I would think nothing is stolen and there are people dead. This was something personal. Otherwise, it's a burglary gone wrong.
And you did say like no forced entry, right?
I believe.
Last time I think you said that.
Yeah, I think that's right. No forced entry.
So like, did he know? Like, did he know?
He had an old key.
Or the door was just unlocked. Or there was a window.
Or he knocked on the door and they let him in.
Well, that's possible
He looks a little deranged. Like if I walked into
But don't you think if you're mugshotted, you look deranged regardless? Is it a mugshot or is it like a board picture or certification? Yeah.
I saw both because True Crime Mama had one from his like a medical website somewhere, which the latest hospital he was at that at the time of his arrest still had something up there, and then shortly after they wiped that page. Like,
did
not
he look deranged in those pictures?
No, he looked a lot younger and a little more trustworthy.
Let's see if he looks like a murderer, Mike. Could you find his picture and put it up? Yeah, I would think in the picture that is purposeful, he probably looks normal.
He's got like those glasses from maybe the 60s. They look kind of like the 60s to me. I could be wrong. You'll probably know the era, Bobby.
Because I wear glasses. I'm an expert in glasses.
No, but I just feel like you would know musicians or artists that wore like glasses like this. No, they're more of like, when was Sandlot?
50s.
The 90s?
50s. Well, no, not when did it come out. What time frame did it take place inside the movie?
Guy.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he looks like he could eat somebody too. That's from his mugshot though.
Oh man.
See those glasses?
Oh,
see
that's
what I'm
the
talking
60s.
about?
That's JFK time.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me a picture of him not looking psychotic?
But isn't this terrible? Like he's not even guilty.
Yeah.
Mike, that's him? Or is that the killer?
No, that's the dentist.
That's the dentist and his wife.
That's the dentist and his wife. Mike,
look the same.
If you want to look up True Crime Mama, she has a picture of it.
Because I see where he could look normal, not in a mugshot. If I were getting a mugshot taken to me too, if you smile, you look creepy. If you don't smile, you look creepy.
Do they let you smile?
I saw the governor of Texas smiling in his when he got arrested.
Oh.
Remember Adios Mofo?
Oh, Rick Perry?
Yeah, I remember that was funny.
Yeah.
When did Rick Perry get arrested?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Adios Mofo.
That was funny.
Was it? Oh, Rick Perry mugshot. Let's see here. Yeah, see, smiling in his, the former governor of Texas.
But he does not look creepy.
But imagine if you get accused of murder and you do that in a picture, that looks creepy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if you're accused of murder, but
That's my point.
Okay.
So he's gonna look bad either way.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to.
I just don't think Rick Perry could ever look bad.
Whoa.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's very handsome.
But if he were accused of murder and he did that same picture, you'd be like, that is a creepy dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, Lunchbox, your story.
Man, we got some ice skating drama in the US of A. Our top pair, Alyssa and Misha, they're married duo, and they may not be able to go to the Olympics because she's from Finland and she is not a U.S. citizen. She's been trying to get a passport since they got married earlier this year, and the government hadn't given her one yet. And I think they announced the pairs today, and if she doesn't have her passport by today, can't go.
Isn't this something they should have known, I don't know, a year ago?
Yeah.
But they just got married recently.
But again, isn't this something we should have known if they're going to compete for America? You have to be whatever it is. You'd be board certified American.
Board certified.
But here's my thing is, once they get married and the government, they know that this couple is trying to qualify for the Olympics, don't we kind of push that passport through or whatever, the citizenship?
I bet they do.
Expedite it?
I bet they do.
Yeah,
Also-
what's their chance at gold?
Well, they're the top American
Okay.
pair.
Then
Yeah, but
expedite it.
what does that mean, though?
It says we got a really good ice skating crew this year, like world renowned.
Who says that? Mama?
The
Ice skating mama?
The article I read was talking about how we have so much talent with our ice skaters this year. I don't know, but yeah, so they may not get to go, and they're the.
I feel like
the
we also
champs.
need storylines because nobody cares about the Winter Olympics for the most part in America.
I don't know. I saw a commercial yesterday. I got
See?
a little excited.
Heck
It has
yeah.
to be because they own the Olympics.
Yeah.
They got to promote. But we don't play those sports, so we don't care as much about those sports. Like, name an ice skater right now. Go. We did this.
I
Name
can't-
one now.
can't do it.
Even after we did a whole segment.
What was the one you were talking about?
Well, Alicia and Misha.
Alicia and Misha.
Even in
Or
sports
Alyssa, I
that
don't
we
know if
know, if there aren't stars in those sports, we have trouble watching them. If the NBA doesn't have stars that we want to follow, we don't watch them as much. Imagine a sport we don't play and
Yeah.
also stars we don't know.
Lindsey Vonn, is she still competing?
Yeah, she's back.
That's cool.
She does, what, skiing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
skiing.
Yeah. You got a picture? Show us this guy.
Yeah.
This is the alleged killer, right?
Alleged, yes, he's been arrested.
Yeah,
See?
like he could
Yeah.
sell my
That's
insurance.
pretty normal.
Sell me insurance, I'd buy that.
See, normal.
Yeah.
And then he gets a little crazy
Because
looking.
he just got arrested.
Yeah.
Doesn't
not
have
a
a
good
tie on
feeling.
his
That's
mugshot.
my I just got caught face.
Yeah.
Crap. Eddie, your story.
Okay, so there was a plane crash with a Colombian singer. I don't know if you guys saw this.
I didn't know him.
I didn't
but
either.
He's like 32 or something.
Yeah.
A young guy.
Young dude. His name was Jason Jimenez. And the plane took off, and just minutes after it took off, it crashed. This is the crazy part. He was on a television station like recently doing an interview, and he said that he had dreams about dying in a plane crash. And so this is quote specifically. He said, I dreamt 3 times that we were going to have a plane crash and that I had to tell the pilot to turn around. And when we arrived, he said, "Oh, boss, thank you. Thank you so much for telling me. We fixed it." And he said he had this same dream 3 different times. And then now he died in a plane crash.
Probably more correlation than causation. But
that is crazy, though.
Oh, that's 3 times? That's a
Yeah.
lot. Like, once, okay, you brush it off. 3 times, I don't know if I'm getting on
He
a plane.
said in one of the dreams, they actually crashed. 2 of them, they survived.
Oh.
Because, like, I've never had a dream about I've been in a plane crash.
I had a dream last night. I never have dreams. I just talking about it. Sometimes you don't even remember.
That's good sleep, right? That means you got good sleep.
I must have slept so deep that I got to deep sleep. Because REM is not as deep as deep sleep. REM, your body repairs. Deep sleep, your brain repairs. And I must have been sleeping so deep that I had a dream. Huh.
Good. Your brain repaired.
Crazy. Yeah, I never even.
Do you remember the dream?
Yeah, I walked up and somebody hit my car.
You were mad about it?
Yeah. I was like, I got insurance.
We're good.
Not that big a deal. I'll freak out about things I need freaked out about. But yeah, I had a dream. But I don't even care about talking about dreams. I just never have dreams.
Yeah.
And just talking about it reminded me that I had a dream. Yeah, I'm sure the guy talked about plane crashes a lot, right? Isn't it one of those? If I got in a plane crash, you guys would be like, damn, that's crazy. You always talked about dying in a plane crash.
But you
You don't
didn't.
talk about
don't.
that, really.
Are you kidding?
Sometimes you do, but you talk about a lot
Yeah,
of
but you
things.
haven't had 3 dreams where.
I haven't had 3 dreams. Yeah. I just
No,
I got
3
one in a
dreams
month.
about a plane crash.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then that's how you die? Like, ooh, it's eerie.
Okay. I can accept that it's eerie. I don't think it was coming to him in a dream. But again, I can be proven wrong. I can't be proven wrong. I can't be proven right. I can't be proven right. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with his music.
I'd never heard of him.
You, Mike?
No, I never heard of him.
That sucks, though. I mean, imagine you're up to flying that plane, because I'm sure it was a private flight.
Private flight. It was him and his band. They were flying to their next show.
If you go up and you ask the pilots, I don't feel good, turn around. What are the pilots going to do?
Sit down.
If you're the one paying for the flight, they turn around.
Really?
Do they? I don't know.
Well, I know they have an obligation to take the plane there, but if it's
Yeah,
your flight,
Right. But if you're up, aren't you? I don't know the answer to this. Aren't you just up and they have to go to their destination?
No, you can change. They need to talk to the air traffic control, but they
So
can.
you can go up and go,
return.
hey, turn
Yeah.
around.
You
Yeah.
need to check on your fuel level too.
That's what I was going to say. What about all that fuel you got to get
Sure,
rid of?
maybe they need to be like, well, okay,
Or it
we
can
need
be like
to go.
land somewhere else now. I can understand a medical emergency. I just can't. Maybe I don't know.
You know how we have that thing on our speedometer or whatever that tells you like how many miles before empty?
Yeah.
And like if you put a destination, it'll tell you like, oh, that's 52 miles. That's how much you're good. Do you think planes have that? Like, can you just in the air be like, all right, I know I was going to go to Charlotte and we're ready for Charlotte, but can I turn this around and type in Las Vegas?
Yes, but you have to communicate with air traffic control.
Yeah, but I'm talking about gas.
Yeah, well, if you're out, you're out. Or if you don't have enough, you don't have enough.
He's saying, though, if you just say, I want to change my course to Vegas, will the, what are they called? Instruments. Will the instruments in your plane, will the gas
Convert to
will
you
it
have
go,
enough to get to
you
Vegas.
can't get to Vegas.
like our cars
well,
do.
I don't know if your instrument does, but the pilot should be able to
Yeesh.
calculate that. Like, yeah.
Yes.
You mean if you enter it in, will it be like?
Sorry, you don't have enough
you
gas
won't
to get
make
there.
it. No,
you can
would
ask
know.
a charter pilot to turn around, but the pilot always has ultimate authority. So he doesn't have to turn around.
Well, that's scary. That's even though you hired him, that's scary.
Yeah, but you can't just tell him what to do. You hired him to go from A to B. You can't go, hey, let's buzz the building down there.
Oh yeah,
Let's fly over downtown.
I'm just saying, it's not
would be bad.
ultimate authority.
That's true. I get that.
So if the pilot's like, I can't turn this thing around
But if
for
you're,
whatever reason.
don't you think though the pilot would? I mean, yes, ultimate authority. However, they would lean towards like that's their employer.
Yes,
for the moment.
But it says they don't have to listen.
True.
Like they want to keep you happy though.
Pilot in command is the ultimate authority of the aircraft's operation, prioritizing safety above all else.
Right.
The pilot also works with the charter company's director of operations, who is jointly responsible for the safe flight continuation or diversion. So you can ask, but they may not say yes.
Because it may not be the safest option.
And they may just not want to. They got something happening over there on the other
I got a
end.
chick I got to see in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Charlotte.
also, if you hired a plane and they have to get, because somebody else is going to take the
Yeah.
plane, they may not do it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Morgan.
There's a story that's out of Alabama, and it's super sad, but it has like a decent ending. So there was a 14-year-old girl who was found living by herself for over a year with 7 dogs.
Was she still going to school?
They don't say anything about school. So basically what had happened was these two parents, it was a mom and a stepfather in Alabama, decided to move away to Florida, and they left their daughter behind. People only found out about it because she was found stumbling in front of Dollar General by the employees, and the employees called 911 to be like, hey, welfare check on this girl.
So she must have looked like something was going wrong then,
Yes.
too. Yeah.
She was experiencing dizziness and stomach pain, and so she was taken to the hospital for treatment, and there she was interviewed by detectives who told her that she's been living alone with her dogs in a mobile home since approximately February of last year, and it was about the time of her 14th birthday. And so the mother and father, I guess, have been communicating with her through Snapchat, and they'd send food via like DoorDash or Walmart.
They're still
deliveries.
alive?
Yeah, they're
I
still
thought
alive.
it was going to be they were murdered or
Whoa.
something, and she just stayed.
They just left her behind.
Oh, my God.
So they get arrested, right?
Well, so then there was like a search warrant of the house where she was living. There were 7 dogs found. One of them was unfortunately dead. And they found a handwritten letter from the girl, and it was titled, "How many times mom tells me that she can't pick me up?" And the letter had 87 tally marks on it. All through Snapchat, I guess she was asking to be picked up.
So she kept thinking they were going to come back to her.
Yes.
So she, in her mind, wasn't living, and I'm now 14, raising myself. I've got to do adult things. She was there living day to day, thinking at any point they could come back in and get her.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
So then the detectives found the parents, questioned them, and the parents said that they claimed that the girl did not want to leave her service animals, but none of the dogs that they found that they've been able to figure out were actually service dogs. So yes, they were both arrested, charged with child abuse and animal cruelty on several accounts. So, and they've been taken into jail, and now the girl's obviously having treatment and getting help.
That sucks. I really thought it was going to be a story of like the parents dying or something, and then she's just like, I just got to raise myself, which is also tragic. These are just terrible people. They were Snapchatting her. What parents have Snapchat? Like, you think at least they'd Facebook her.
Well, you know you did something wrong to like be sending her food via a
Oh, they knew they
delivery.
did something wrong. They left her. They didn't want a kid. They decided, we have a kid. This is too much for us. We're going to go do, if I'm just speculating, we're going to do our drugs somewhere else. We'll not have to be bothered by a kid. Wow. They know where the parents
terrible.
were, like living. They have a different.
Yeah,
like,
she was in they were in.
But did they have a
Pensacola,
house, or were
Florida.
they like a crack house? Like
It
having a
doesn't
room.
say. It just says like the last time that she saw her parents was October 31st. So obviously they came and checked in at one point, but they kept leaving her behind.
That's a sucky story.
Gee.
Yeah.
Braxton Berrios. That is Amy.
And an athlete.
Yeah, but why would we talk about him?
We talk about him because he's up for a Heisman.
He's not up for it. They already had that. But he was Alex Earl's boyfriend.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
So breaking news: Braxton Berrios has unfollowed Alex Earl amid those Tom Brady dating rumors.
Oh no.
That's from Cosmo. So they noticed that Braxton unfollowed Alex after the whole Tom Brady situation. I was watching Tom Brady yesterday because he was doing a playoff game. My wife was with me, and she was like, "I don't get it. He's just kind of a cornball." And I said, "That's interesting. What I get is that he won more Super Bowls than anybody else. So to me, he has that level of, wow, that's crazy. He's elite. He's the greatest of all time." But to somebody who really doesn't care about football, and you just hear these stories and see him on TMZ or the Alex Earl or whatever the case is, maybe he is kind of corny.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look? I don't know that he had plastic surgery. I don't know that but he kind of looks defined. Like his face looks defined.
The face definitely
and the
looks
teeth
chiseled
like
out.
since the later part of his career. I think at the end of his career.
Well, do you think after he quit playing, like he lost, like trimmed down even more because he didn't?
I think
have to-
while he was playing, it started because he started to get very famous. Those first Patriots championships weren't really because of him. The later ones were, but it doesn't matter. He was a quarterback.
Yeah.
Do you think Tom Brady's corny?
I mean, some of the stuff we're talking about recently, yes.
Generally speaking, you think of Tom Brady, you think of
Athlete, like athletic, the GOAT.
so you don't really see him as corny.
I don't see him as corny yet, although he's treading
I feel like he is too.
territory of that because the more I saw someone posting something about some of his Instagram stories, or maybe it was on TikTok or something, and he was being really cheesy. I don't even remember what it was, but like someone was like making a video, making fun of his video. So it's like, take his phone away. Just put him on a field with a ball.
Yeah, he does better. Everybody does better if they're elite at something and we don't know anything else about them.
Yeah.
Just generally speaking. It's why we look at our icons, stage, film, television, sports of like the 60s and 70s and even 80s. Like they're just so iconic to us because we didn't know everything about them. I think any single human that is showing multiple sides of them eventually comes off as corny, some cool, some. Like you just start to see the elements of a human, and humans are obviously super flawed and human.
I know, but for him, it's like he lived this life, I think, that was so... he was the best. And he had that.
And he
He's
didn't
on this
share a lot of
pedestal.
stuff. He didn't share a lot of
Yeah, I mean, he was clearly very focused, but then you take that away, and now he's like...
Well, you're
what-
showing like girls he's dating and being on yachts and fame, and he's also kind of sucky as an owner. Granted, it's only been 1 year, so even in sports, he's starting to have a little bit of that Michael Jordan, where it's like, oh, maybe he's not perfect at everything.
I wonder if he'd still be cool if he was still married. Because like then he'd be
Well, he
more
wouldn't do the
private.
dating stuff.
Well, yeah,
know?
I would think so. Because
And
she
then we'd be
probably
like,
would
oh, he's just the GOAT. That's so
keep
cool.
him
And
grounded.
he was
Well,
just
we
so
do still think
private.
he's the GOAT.
He
We
was
just-
so private when he was a player that you didn't realize. Maybe he was always kind of a.
Well, that's what I mean. Like he's chasing something. Like he doesn't get that fulfillment from him being this top player anymore. So is he trying to get?
Well, he doesn't have to focus so much on it. Now he's a media person. Yeah. He does a podcast. So, all right, we'll take a break.